On this episode of the Tiny Home Adventure, we head north to Mount Hood to revisit a very special place I found with Booter over 5 years ago, to attempt to shoot a holy grail time lapse. I talk about the poop negative concept. You'll see.
Oh my goodness.
I managed to leave behind a few critical pieces of camping gear and suffer the consequences for my poor decisions.
Kicker and I are just settling in for the night, so we're gonna sleep on the sleeping pad.
And so much more. After 2 years of building the expedition vehicle of our dreams from the ground up, the time has finally come to hit the road. Watch as Kicker, Ashley, and I push ourselves to our physical and emotional limits, put our relationship to the test, and overcome unforeseen obstacles. Our goal is to spread positivity while learning from some of the world's most inspiring people. Welcome to Season 3 of the Tiny Home Adventure. Right now, I am packing up to go up to Mount Hood to get a time lapse of the stars with Mount Hood in the foreground, kind of north-northwest of Mount Hood. We're gonna go find the spot that Booter and I used to really love, and yeah, you ready? You excited? Oh my goodness, oh goodness. What is this? You're such a good boy. Okay. All right, I love you.
Love you.
Be safe. I'll be back by noon. If not, then yeah.
I have to figure out how to turn around in here and drive out and try to get service.
You ready? You sure you want to come? Yes, okay. Love you too. Good. Definitely not terribly well-traveled trail. I mean, it's obvious, but I'm gonna step over all kinds of stuff. Try 6 miles, about 3,000 foot elevation gain. Trying to do that in 2 hours. So that's gonna be fast. It's gonna hurt, but I have a lot of water. The last time I did this, I ran out of water, which wasn't very cool. No sleeping bag, just a sleeping pad. And yeah, it's a beautiful trail. We got Kicker Dog leading the way. I am kind of chasing the sun. I don't know if I'll be set up for the exact shot that I'm looking for, but I'm gonna try anyways. I'll push hard, try to get there. It's really pretty though. I'm talking about this concept of being poop negative. Essentially the idea is, you know, we pick up after our dogs, but sometimes they sneak off and sneak a poop out. We don't pick it up, it happens. You know, you see a poop on the dog trail or on a trail and it kind of pisses you off. So the idea is to just pick up whatever trash or whatever dog poop you see, because we're not all perfect, right? We've all been somewhere and some trash has snuck away like this. Wasn't mine, saw it on the trail. I'm picking it up because 1, I didn't want to see it, and 2, I don't want the person behind me to see it. But holy shit, oh my God. Here's the view of Hood. Wow. Wow. It is 7:13 and I need to get all the way up there. I don't know if that looks brutal to you, but it's a long ways away. Need to be up there in 45 minutes if I'm up there for 8. Here we go. Just going up. Try not to pass out. All right, so I think we're gonna make it to my spot before sunset. It's probably another 20 minutes up. Found a steep shortcut, but it got us way closer, way faster. Tonight, not bringing a sleeping bag. Hopefully, it doesn't get too freaking cold, because I'll have to hike off if that's the case. don't want to do that. So I got distracted, had to shoot some some drone shots. Those were insane. Hoping catch a few golden hour shots. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Try not to die. This is sketchy. But yeah, trying to get over to our campsite for the night, which I think is right here. That was awesome. So awesome. Wow, so we made it to camp. I think this is maybe where I'll post up. Love it. So psyched we made it. Oh, cool.
I hustled to set up my camera to capture the sunset and start shooting my time lapse.
I'm gonna pack out this trash as well. Another one. Not mine. But I don't want to see it, and I'm assuming it was an accident, so might as well. So I'm trying to rush over to get to the ultimate campsite. No one's here. It's unbelievable, and I'm so happy. Oh, sorry I'm talking all weird. I think I might have heat stroke from that hustle. Look at this thing. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, thank you. You want some water? Yeah. Good boy. So, we're gonna go hang out by my camera. This is a nice spot to sleep, but when you're shooting a time lapse or a holy grail, so the transition from day to night, you need to tend the camera. There is some software out there. I don't have it, nor do I know how to use it, so it's good old fashioned sitting there and incrementally changing the exposure and settings on your camera to get the right look. I already started it to get the sun actually setting on Mount Hood, and it's gonna take a little bit of finesse and some time to get everything perfect. Essentially, this is home for the night. I have to tend the camera, got it set up to shoot every so many seconds at the moment. Man, it's like really hazy. You can see, I hope I get these shots. Well, it's already getting cold. Hopefully I don't freeze my freaking face off tonight. I'm probably gonna freeze. Just have to accept it. Take that. You eat your whole dinner, poopies? My poopy dog? Love you. Kicker's always comfortable. Unless it's too hot. Like cold tonight, he's gonna sleep like a freaking baby. I hope he keeps me warm. So I'm not sure if you can see anything, but Kicker and I made it to camp. I tended the camera for, I know it's almost 11 p.m. and I've got it set up to its max possible exposure. So now we're gonna settle in. It's like a 2-minute, 3-minute walk that way, but we're gonna settle into our space here. I don't know what you'll be able to see, but we'll pump up my thing, lay out the bed, that's it. Kicker and I are just settling in for the night. This is how we're gonna sleep, on the sleeping pad, and Kicker's on the pad as well, just in between my legs. This way I'm his blanket, he's my blanket, we keep each other warm. It's not too cold yet, but I think it's gonna get a lot colder. I think Kicker is probably much more warmer than I am at the moment, but it's not so bad at all. I have an emergency blanket in case we need it. So this is our situation for the night. To be honest, I couldn't be happier. And Kicker seems pretty content as well. So I'm hitting hay, camera is rolling. I think it's gonna be a really cool time lapse. I'm super, super, super excited to see it. So I'm sure you guys will probably see it in this next little segment. So let me know what you think. I also sell prints, and I'll have some prints of this shoot available on my website. Check it out. Thank goodness the sun is finally rising. We spent about 7 or 8 hours last night being uncomfortably cold. I ended up having to hunker down because the wind's really strong. I'm sure you can hear it in the microphone, but this was the only little nook I could find out of the wind. So that's where we slept. Kicker and I just spooned. And Kicker, I think, was hot the whole time because he's just built for the cold and the outdoors. But I was frozen. I am frozen. I can see the sun making its way over the horizon over here. And I can't wait. I can't wait to get some sun on my face and start warming up, because that was one of the coldest nights I've ever had. I learned my lesson. It got down to 40 degrees last night for sure, for most of the time while I was trying to sleep without a sleeping bag. Oh boy. Man. Yeah.
Even though I was cold to the bone, as soon as the sun started to rise, I was inspired to take a few photos. Being up here and retracing the exact steps Booter and I took nearly 5 years ago made me miss him dearly. All of a sudden this image lined up and I knew Booter was still here with us. We honor him every day by trying to give Kicker the best life we can.
Stay. Stay. Ow. Oh, you're bringing that back to me? Thank you. I just ate and my headlamp fell off, but Kicker brought it back. Oh. Is that helpful? Is that very helpful? Okay. You want it? Okay. Okay, thank you. Don't drop it off the edge. You know better. I love you, buddy. Okay, thank you. All right, Kicker, come. The sun being out, huge, huge game changer. I was real cold, but now we're happy. Good boy. Wind in your ears, pretty good living.
I spent the last few moments thinking about Booter before starting our hike back down.
Now we're gonna book it back down to the car so we can sleep, eat some food, and get to editing. Behind the screen. You a happy boy? Yeah? Alright, let's go. So we're heading down. Unfortunately, my right knee is killing me. If you watched episode 12 of season 2, you know that my right knee gave me a really hard time on the way out from Crow Pass. And basically, anytime now that I carry a heavy pack downhill for a significant amount of time, my knee really hurts. So, just taking a little break. We're probably about halfway there, so feeling good. Hello. Made it.
Come give me a hug. I missed you. Did you survive? I was worried about you.
Yeah.
You get eaten by bugs?
Thank you so much for coming along on that journey with us. We had an absolute blast. It was just such a special moment being up there, retracing those steps that I had discovered with Booter. Just such a special evening. And we missed Ashley up there, but you would have not been happy.
No, I stayed down below in a parking lot, which was kind of scary to me just because I had to leave the door open because of how hot it was and I was afraid someone was going to mess with me, but I got eaten alive in here, so I can't imagine like up at the top getting eaten alive by bugs and being cold. That would not have been a good story.
I dodged a bullet, you dodged a bullet, thankfully.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working on just finishing up the editing of these episodes. If you're not familiar, I actually edit everything. The only way this is being funded is by our Patreons, so thank you everybody. I think we have 45 Patreons at the moment. My goal is to do weekly episodes at 100 Patreons, so we'd love to be able to keep producing this kind of content. The only way that's possible is with your help. If you can't sign up for Patreon, please like us, drop a comment, share with your friends, help us keep the wheels turning. We're doing our absolute best to produce inspiring, fun, visually stunning, positive content every week, and the only way we can do that is with your help. So thank you so much for following along. You can follow me at Andrew__Muse or KickerDogMuse or
The Unexpected Adventurous
on Instagram for sort of our like up-to-date daily activities, and keep staying tuned for weekly, if not more than weekly episodes here moving forward. Thank you so much.
Woo, thank you.
Okay, Kicker, let's give him kisses. Let's get Ashley, get him.
And also, well, your money goes to making sure Kicker has the best life possible. You don't, I understand, we're not the show, it's this guy.